stream.
Let's start it up.
All right. For everyone who just joined us on YouTube or Twitter, you now know that the 9th DApp that we have been teasing for months is called EverRevoke. Jen, what is EverRevoke?
EverRevoke is a token and NFT revoking platform. So one of the things that makes EverRevoke so robust is that for tokens, you're able to verify things like coin market cap status, coin gecko status. You're also able to verify contracts directly on the block explorers. Same thing with the NFTs. You're able to see what the token ID is, the smart contract link, and all of that stuff. So it's really an all-in-one hub for you and all your revoking needs, which, by the way, should be a part of your daily DeFi ritual.
Absolutely. Well said. We have some special guests here today. We did mention we are onboarding projects, token projects, NFT projects. First, I'd like to give a massive shout out and welcome to Sammy Arriaga. Sammy, what's going on?
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Tuning
How
in
are you doing?
I'm in Decentral in Austin, Texas.
Very nice. Jen's about to be there.
Yeah, Sammy, maybe I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely. I'll be here. Let's definitely get a picture.
So with that said, Sammy was one of the first NFT projects to onboard onto EverRevoke. When we say onboard, it's more of a preferred partner, more of a security recommendation. But Sammy, question for you, my friend: why is security so important in the NFT space, and why is it important for you to tell your fans about DeFi security and keep them safe?
Oh man, security creates like a trustworthy community right off the bat, knowing that their assets are going to be protected. So yeah, I mean, it should be number one on the list.
I love that. Welcome to the EverRevoke platform, my friend. Do you have your guitar with you by any chance?
I do not have my guitar because I am running around dodging degens. I'm spending my day dodging degens. That's the name of the day.
I love it. Well, we just put out a tweet formally welcoming you to the EverRevoke platform, my friend. It is a pleasure, and very, very glad that you obviously find security so important in this space, because nothing is more important than safety and security. I say it often, we could be having a great time with NFTs, trading, making money, but the second that your wallet is compromised, nothing else matters. And Sammy has gone above and beyond to recommend EverRevoke to his community for all of his music NFT launches. And Sammy, I would love for you just to talk about what are your NFT projects? What do you do? Let our community know.
Well, my name is Sammy Arriaga. First and foremost, I'm from Miami, Florida. I don't know if there's any fellow Latinos in the house, but I was born in Miami, was raised there my whole childhood until in 2011, I moved to Nashville to try to pursue a career in country music. And I discovered Web3 last October through a best friend from back home and instantly fell in love. And I gave it my first shot, in music NFTs in February. We put out my first collection, Meta Girl, Digital Hearts. It's a collection of 1,500 digital hearts that have the full Meta Girl song attached to it, along with an incredible 3D design by Raspy Arts, a good friend of mine from the UK who does incredible 3D design. And we also had a 2D animation of a post-apocalyptic heart drawn up by Hattie the Creator, who also drew the apocalyptic apes and the ape queens. So yeah, it's a collectible, and it came with what's called a free Pulse Pass. It's an all-access card into my music journey in Web3. Kind of like the Proof Collective card, but in my form, for my music NFT journeys. And whoever holds that card gets mint discounts, merch discounts, free access to some of my shows in IRL, and then perks and benefits to collabs that I create, for the community, and so much more. So I'm really excited moving forward to start bringing more utility to my fans. Especially since Spotify and Apple Music, we're kind of limited with those tools. We just upload a song and that's about it. But when it comes to Web3, the opportunities are endless. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do with my music NFTs. And got my next one coming out in a week. It's called Pixelated. It'll be my first ever PFP/music NFT project. It'll be a collection of 5,555, and decided to produce the song in 10 different versions and make the song an actual property in the collection as well. So during the minting process, you're not going to know which version that you get until you reveal it and hit play on the NFT. And now, for the first time ever, we're actually going to be offering commercial rights for the music and IP rights for the images themselves. So I'm really excited to be able to offer that to my community for the first time ever. And then most likely applying it to MetaGirl as well. We really want to introduce the concept of commercial rights moving forward and allow the fan to monetize off of an artist they support. So thanks for letting me share a little bit.
Sammy, I love that, man. That's awesome. Obviously, I'm a big supporter. I've known Sammy for a long time, before we were both in the crypto space. Great guy all around. Very genuine, and just very happy that you are recommending EverRevoked to keep people safe, my friend. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to pop up. We appreciate it, and enjoy Texas. And send us a picture with Jen.
Absolutely. I'll post it for sure.
Amazing. Thanks, Sammy.
Amazing.
Have a good one, my man.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Nice to connect with all of you.
Likewise, as always. Next up, we have the humanoids. Humanoids, how are you?
Hey, how's it going, Lord TJ? Happy to be here. Thanks for inviting us on. Looking forward to chatting more with you all today. Just if anyone isn't familiar with the humanoids, what we are is that we started out as a 4K PFP project. Then obviously, with all that's gone on in the market, we've evolved over time, which has been great to establish more of a technology project. And what we mean by that is we were actually the first project to be able to allow people to customize their 3D profile pictures. So our Gen 1.1s are all customizable. And we have a lot going on with in real life utility animations, as well as developing out our brands. So just to give you a quick little overview on who the humanoids are, but really excited to be here. There's like Lord TJ said, there's nothing more important in this space than security, because you could put in this work for years and years and weeks, and then it could all be gone in a day by clicking the wrong link. So really excited to be here and looking forward to learning more.
I love it. It's so important. Like, I'm taking a step back and I'm thinking about it, and the fact that nothing like this has been publicized majorly, in a major light before, kind of blows my mind. Very happy that we now have the tool out for everyone to use. Very happy that you are recommending it to the entire humanoids community, because as we say time and time again, nothing is more important than safety and security of your funds. So humanoids, thank you so much. Feel free to hang on up here. We're going to bring up some community members just to chat. We will have other guests pop in as the space continues. If anyone has questions for Sammy or the humanoids or for us, or just wants to pop up and chat, please, now is the time. Raise your hand. I know there's a lot of EverRise community members who have been speculating about this DApp for a very, very long time. It is finally here. I can say it in spaces. I'm going to say it again. EverRevoke.
Doesn't it feel good, TJ? Doesn't it
feel so good
to be able to actually just say it now instead of we'll have to wait and see, maybe.
It feels so good. It feels so good. Let me see here. Do we have any requests at the moment? We have a request from J Crypto. And this is a launch party. This is a launch party, guys. The official event happened on YouTube, so feel free. Sorry, I can't speak. I've been eagerly awaiting this day for a long time. But feel free to pop up and just kind of celebrate with your fellow risers. Jay Crypto, what's going on?
Yo.
How you doing?
What's up, bro?
What's up?
What's going on?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
Good, bro. Where's Titan?
Suresh is working, building. We, as you know, we're always building behind the scenes, and we have other dApps that are in the pipeline to be released. So he is working away. Also, actually, now that you mention Titan, I want to give a massive shout out to our entire development team for the creation of EverRevoke. From simple to the start, the idea, to completion, to the UI. Tim, Gavin, Ben, Suresh, Storm, everyone who played a part, hats off to you. Honestly, it came out and it looks so good, and I'm just genuinely so happy that this tool is available for everyone in the space to use. I'm going to bring up you, and Joey.
What's up, guys? Hey, you want to go first?
I'll let you go ahead and go, Peter.
I don't have anything to say. We're just taking questions. I could go on.
Logo. Look at that beautiful logo. I've seen it.
Oh, hell yeah. Lots of people have it already. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to point out J Crypto is Stoner J. I think that's hilarious.
Pleasure to speak to him again after so long. Also, I love the rainbow EverRevoke logo that's going on there. I love that.
It doesn't take people much time to make new logos and jump all over stuff. No. So I see Toto out there. Toto, when EverWojak next video, by the way? Maybe we'll get them up later. But yeah, you. How is your June treating you? What do you think about EverRevoke?
This is freaking awesome. Because you know, like you said, how hard it is to try to go and revoke stuff, and you try to be as safe and conscious as possible about your safety, but nobody makes it easy. Now, EverRise, once again, has done something first in the space. Well, I don't know how many others have it, as accessible as we do now. And now, like, all the other projects are going to be like, hell yeah, why wouldn't I use this? This is, like, the best vehicle for word-of-mouth advertisement as these projects onboard using this and then look into the other things that we offer. We are basically giving our card of, like, hey, come check us out. You like our services, we can talk some more. But if not, hey, thanks for making your project safer. Like, this is genius. I don't know how you guys kept this a secret for so long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some rather aggressive NDAs did help.
like when we say we can't say about things. We literally can't say about things. There's a lot of really cool stuff. Like, my way around it is just by giving you my like the fact that we're streaming on YouTube. Like, you can look at my face, right? When I talk about what's to come, it's just, we're just getting started. Like, and that's so cliche, I know, but there's so much being built right now behind the scenes that I'm just going to keep smiling every single time we launch a product, every single time we onboard a new project in our ecosystem, every single time we get an NFT project that's recommending using, EverRevoke. I'm going to keep smiling because it's just, recognizing the fact that we're growing, we're seeing more adoption, and we're keeping DeFi safe at the same time. So it's a win-win-win for me, and I'm super excited for what's to come.
It's
taking nothing away from EverRevoke, of course, because that is amazing.
Well, it's funny because, like Peter was talking about aggressive NDAs, all EverRise staff members are aggressively NDA'd with EverRise. So, like, accidentally leaking things or mentioning things before we're supposed to is definitely something that we're hyper aware of. But what I can tell you is every time we've either been in a Twitter Spaces or on a YouTube stream and questions about the 9th DApp would come up, like, I know TJ and Jason, we would all message each other on Telegram being like, oh my gosh, like, how do we keep pushing it off? Like, how do we keep, like, the suspense up and not tell any tips or secrets or, all of that fun stuff. So it's been a fun past couple of months. You guys are incredibly smart. And I think that's one of the coolest things about the EverRise community. Everyone here is incredibly sharp.
Yeah,
well,
nothing gets past them, I'll tell you now.
And it was so hard because of how arguably this is the most important app out there. Like, everyone has their favorites, but the thing about DeFi, self-custody of your own assets will never go out of style, right? I mean, and we all have that crazy grandparent or whatever that has a big stack of money under their mattress. So that is self-custody. The problem with that is you can't gain any return on your asset. And, but you do have security solutions for that stack of cash. You have a lock, you have a burglar alarm, you have all kinds of things to protect that, and that makes self-custody attractive. What DeFi can do is bring that sort of grandfatherly instinct to hold all of your money in one place that only you have access to, not a bank, but also give yourself the opportunity to earn a yield through whatever platform you seek to engage with. So in order for that system of parallel successes of self-custody to work, there needs to be a burglar alarm, there needs to be a lock, there needs to be tools independently provided by responsible third parties which make self-custody and simultaneous yield generation possible. And we're here. That's what EverRevoke is. That's what EverWallet is going to be. So I don't want people to think of this as just some kind of throwaway little thing to make you feel a little bit safer. No, this is massive. And this is the kind of thing that will foster mass adoption, not only by us degens, but also by those people who want to say, like, look at my assets, I own them, and they are safe. So far, Web3 has only managed to secure themselves on the first part. Look at my assets, I own them. Now, thanks to EverRise, we can say the second part. They're safe.
Absolutely. Have we got any more hands up, TJ? Or is you? Have you got anything else you want to say?
I was just going to say on that, like, I really appreciate all you guys do because, you know, how much we've all grown and learned together about DeFi and security in general. I don't claim to be the smartest guy in the world, so I really appreciate how much you explain and educate in this space because now we are more capable in being secure, and we're like, everybody wants to go share the good news with other people because this matters. This is all our sweat and tears and hard-earned money that we put into the DeFi space to, you know, to bring in the adoption and have a better way of life in the future, man. This is like big information coming out, and just bravo. That's all.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that, you. Scott, what's going on?
Not much. Finally got a beautiful day to get some yard work done. Hey, I just want to say thank you. I want to say job well done. Can you one more time say those devs' names a little slower that are behind the scene? Because I'm really big on just like rewarding people for their hard work. So could you let us know who they are again one more time? Because, man, they're doing phenomenal.
Absolutely. Suresh, a.k.a. Titan, Ben, Tim, and Gavin.
And Storm.
And
Storm. Storm, yes. Storm COO.
So awesome.
But Storm does a hell of a job in every aspect
Yeah, she can do
of
everything.
EverRise. Every aspect.
Yeah.
That's great. She must be awesome at managing resources. So, but you guys are the kind of the face of the project, and of course the community is too. Everybody's doing a great job. But those quiet ones that are working so hard with head down, man, well done. Good job. I'm just going to drop back down. Just want to say thank you, and keep it up. By the way, because whether we're in a bear market or some kind of huge correction, there's going to be protocols and projects that go away, and that's actually kind of needed, to be honest with you. And this is one project, one protocol that just keeps plugging away, keeps producing, and keeps changing the space for the better. So you guys have a great day, and well done.
Thank you, Scott. And no matter what the market's doing, our project and our DApps that we're building, the whole ecosystem will last the test of time because we're seeing more and more people, using it and getting excited about being a part of it. So thank you, Scott, for those kind words. And I completely agree with you. The people working behind the scenes that are working so hard, they deserve all the recognition that they get for it. And we will not stop kind of raving about how awesome our dev team is, because I think we've got the best dev team in DeFi.
Couldn't agree more. The humanoids have their hand up.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to say, like, shout out to you guys. It seems like what you've been working on is fantastic. I'm looking forward to getting a deeper look under the hood. But to your point, it's a situation where, regardless of where the market's at, it's so important to just have your assets secured, right? Like, regardless of what they're worth, everyone in this room, is passionate about Web3. It's passionate about being able to better your lives and things along those lines, or you're just passionate about the artwork in which you're collecting. And regardless of the value of that, those are hard-earned hours and days spent acquiring all of these things. So the importance, regardless of where the market sits on security, is around now even more than ever, right?
100%.
Without a doubt. And that's the one thing that will not change with time. There will be nothing that ever arises in this space that is more important than safety and security. It's just, it's you can't argue that fact. It is the most important thing.
It's the one constant, right?
The one constant.
Yeah.
One slip up, one single slip up in this space, you can lose years worth of work. In fact, all of your money can be gone in a second. So it is important to take the necessary steps in advance to protect yourself. EverRise is one way to do that.
100%, TJ. Sorry to cut you off. It's not just important for your own personal assets. It's important we are all out here every day saying that we're early and that DeFi is coming and that it will be widely adopted. But as long as critics and naysayers can keep pointing to these moments where assets, fizzle out in a blink of an eye, there will be a significant barrier to adoption. So it is critical that companies are out here showing the way, lighting the path, saying it doesn't have to be quite so scary. Because as long as you're building in a significant risk profile to any particular asset, that asset will struggle to gain adoption. So this is only the very beginning of the security solutions that are necessary. And EverRise is positioning itself very solidly at the forefront of those innovations. And this is what we've achieved in under a year. And I'm looking forward to the next decade. I'm looking forward to the next week because we know how fast the team moves. And it's just so important that this work get done. Do the work.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you make a really good point there, Peter, which I'm just going to kind of repeat because I think it's really good. Like, every single exploit, vulnerability, and hack that happens, malicious action it damages the whole of DeFi. It's not just the project that's involved; it's the whole of DeFi. And that's why it's really important that these tools are out there for everybody to use, and completely free to access by everybody, whether it be someone that's really enthusiastic over NFTs or someone that's collecting DeFi tokens in projects that they believe in. You make that's a really I think that's the one takeaway from this that's really important, that DeFi is very much in its early stages. There's so much potential in this space. It's unbelievable. There's so much yet to come, so much amazing stuff that's to be built here. So having the tools ready for that moment for more adoption is really important. So 100% agree.
And shout out you guys too. Like, what you're doing is not only just like raising a great project, but you're upping the standard for the security in the space as a whole, right? Like, it's not just what you guys are doing individually. It's like you guys are raising the bar for these to be taken across multiple projects, because now the NFT market as a whole will become safer because of your reach. So just thanks to you guys for putting an emphasis on a value that's oftentimes underlooked and oftentimes as well the most important thing in the marketplace.
God, I love what you just said. It's so true. So security is not the most popular topic. You don't go to a function ready to have some fun to talk about security and safety. It's not a popular topic, but you can't do anything in the space without protecting yourself. And I know I sound like a broken record, and I'm glad that I do, because I really want to ingrain that in everybody's head. Sorry, there's a fire truck outside my house. But it's the most important thing, hands down. And it's important to have the combo. Sorry, Jen, go ahead.
No, TJ, I was just going to say, like, to your point, like, this is decentralized finance, right? We all came over to this space because we wanted to take control of our financial products. And I think the high frequency DeFi users, like, we understand that. We understand that the importance of doing due diligence and doing research. But as more money is flooding into this space, whether that be via NFTs, via tokens, other cryptocurrencies, there are a lot of people coming over from Web 2 that, like, all they've heard is, hey, you need to buy this meme coin, or you need to, like, mint this NFT. Like, I promise you won't regret it. And, that's great. Get them through the door. But a lot of these folks just haven't had the full education around what does it mean when you're in control of your financial products. That means your wallet, which holds your keys to access, the blockchain, and to interact with the blockchain. Like, you have to protect that as much as you can. And I think that's just going to be something that gets addressed with time as more educational resources become available, not only from EverRise, but from this industry as a whole. Like, that's the type of maturity that I think throughout this bear market and throughout this market downturn that we're going to start to see come into this space. And so for us, making sure that tools are readily available and already there and built, that have been well tested, not only by us, but now the EverRise community and all other communities and DeFi users who choose to utilize it. Like, I think that's what's exciting, like, that's, and TJ, like, to your point, this is why you're going to have to keep hitting security over and over again. Like, I also feel like a broken record when I go to conferences and all of that stuff, and I'm talking about what we're doing, but I think people are recognizing that there is absolutely a need in this space to put more spotlight on this, especially as users have to be responsible for their actions. You know, you can't mess up and like call a support line and be like, can you fix that? Can you revert that transaction? Like, that's just not how this space works.
There is no Bitcoin dev that you can call. There is no blockchain dev that you can call to revert a transaction. Everything is permanent in this space.
Yep.
Got some questions coming in on Twitter. On YouTube, TJ. When you got a second.
Absolutely. I do want to go to Brian and Mav first, as they have been patiently waiting, and then we'll take those questions, and then we should have some other guests pop in. Brian, what's going on?
Hey, not much. Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you.
Hey, Brian.
Thanks,
Brian, did you have time between the time we released the promo to now to write a song?
Well, I was gonna say, you know, I
don't know. Brian, aka YS Fish, is a dear community member at EverRise. He has written about 100. How many songs have you written about EverRise? Over
probably about 200, 220.
220 songs about EverRise. So it sounds like within the span of our announcement and now, Brian has written a song about Revoked. So let's hear it, Brian.
All right, so I played through this one time, so let's see how it goes the second time through. Revoke from EverRise, it's the Mystery D app. Hey, surprise! You should check out Revoke. For all of us DeFi folks, check your wallet for approvals that are lingering. Revoking those permissions is just the thing that will improve your wallet security. It's for everyone, it's for you and me. Revoke from EverRise, it's the Mystery D app. Hey, surprise! It's free to use for everyone in DeFi. If you're not using it, I don't know why. You can protect your tokens and NFTs, so check out Revoke, pretty please. Yeah, Revoke from EverRise, it's the Mystery D app. Hey, surprise!
Woo! I love it.
Bravo, let's go.
Sam,
thank you guys.
Connect with Brian, man. This guy writes songs like you've never seen. Just spits them out. It's incredible. I love that one, and I look forward to hearing it daily on Spaces, Brian. Good stuff.
You got it. You got it. So congratulations on Revoke. I've already used it, and I'm going through just checking everything, checking even my old wallet, and it's a disaster on that one, but
you'd be surprised,
great work.
Right? You'd be surprised what old approvals you've still got active right now on your wallets. It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. Great work.
Absolutely. Piece of advice for the NFT space. For example, if you list an NFT to sell on OpenSea, and you no longer want to sell it, or you're not currently trying to flip it, remove the permission, always. I have 0 permission set at all times unless I have something listed. That's just the smartest thing that you can do, in my opinion. And that goes for tokens as well. So anything that you are not actively trading, there is no need to have a permission there. And if you do need permission in the future, you just sign a simple signature on the blockchain to re-enable that. Looks like we have Maverick here.
TJ, Jen, Jason, Peter,
Mav.
Hey, Mav.
My man.
Congratulations! My God.
TJ, I had to mute that because you were playing copyrighted music. So I was like, I muted it for YouTube, so we don't get in trouble.
Smart. Sorry, you know what? I see Mav, and he told me he's sick, and I just wanted to give him the best intro possible. So
hey,
I spaced there, but Matt,
Hey,
man,
guys, congratulations. Oh my, a much needed tool in the DeFi space. And you guys just saved my ass, honestly, because I don't even know what these tokens are. They had access to my wallet, and I'm so glad I revoked them. Ever revoke.
Let's go.
and I just
I'm
want to
glad
give
to
a
hear, man.
shout out. I want to give a shout out. There was one guest on Twitter, the first guest, if you will, Monty, guest Ever Revoke yesterday. I have been searching Ever Revoke in the Twitter search bar every single day for the last month to see if anyone has, spoken about it or speculated about it. There has been nothing, zero. And I searched it yesterday, and there was the one single comment on all of Twitter that said Ever Revoke was Monty's with his guest. So Monty, good job, man.
Monty, I love you. I do need to point out, Monty subsequently put his final list of guesses, and Ever Revoke was not included upon them. So, shout out to my personal winner.
Rachel guessed Ever Revoke yesterday.
In right sick in the Discord, I have to give a shout out to my original EverRise home. Right sick guest Ever Revoke, one shot, one kill. Bravo! As far as I'm concerned, that's the winner.
I just want to say I was perusing Reddit as I do every night before I go to sleep, and there was, I believe, one person in our Reddit community that also guessed.
I saw that.
So,
I'm going to shout him out. I'm going to find that and shout him
yeah,
out in a moment.
Find the name.
Yeah.
Find the name.
You guys are awesome. I want to say a big thank you to Sammy and Humanoids for being up here, being part of this, and for supporting EverRise. You guys are awesome.
Love that, Matt.
Hey, my pleasure, man. Thank you for having me.
Sammy, how's Texas? Sounds busy.
Texas is extremely hot. I think it's in the 90s. Super hot.
It's supposed to be in like the hundreds later this week. I was looking at
Oh my god.
Sammy, are you finding most of the events are outdoors? Because I'm like trying to figure out what the heck I'm gonna wear and bring. Because I'm like, it's gonna be so hot.
Decentra's actually indoors. They have an outdoor area where the taco trucks are, but aside from that, it's all indoors.
Great.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it's brutal out here, man. It's so hot. And I decided to wear a black long sleeve and a leather jacket.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
I did not prepare yet. But wish me the best.
I love how there's a dedicated space to where all the taco trucks are. And that's just something one does now at a convention in Texas, I suppose.
Yeah, you can't do Texas without tacos.
And a shout out to Spike Boy Bebop on Reddit for getting Ever Revoke. Good job.
There you have it.
I've got the question for you, TJ, on
Hit me.
YouTube.
Yes.
Which is it's a good one. And I think I kind of touched on it earlier, but I was, it's a question nonetheless. Is it more likely to branch EverRevoke to other blockchains beyond the ones that EverRise is on? In other words, can EverRevoke help keep me safe on chains even if I can't buy Rise on that chain?
It is.
Yes.
It is something that we're looking at.
Yeah. So we wanted to get Revoke out on the chains that Rise is on already, which is BNB chain, Ethereum, Polygon, Phantom, and Avalanche. But that doesn't mean we're not going to expand to other chains. Again, we say this time and time again, we want EverRise to be the household name for security in decentralized finance. That means keeping people safe across every blockchain that exists.
We're not standing still, right, TJ? We're not standing still. The DApps that we've launched, they aren't going to be the final versions of those DApps. They're constantly being improved, ideas and features to kind of add to them over time. So absolutely, I think that going forward, there's definite scope for that, for definite. And such a time when that happens, the team will give you updates. But I think logically, we want to go onto as many chains as possible, right, guys? So with that, we want to take our utilities with us. So
without a doubt. Speaking of special guests, hello, Mr. Wasso.
Wasso!
What's up, guys? How are we?
How you doing, buddy?
Doing good, man. Congrats to everybody, man. It's so nice. Yeah, man. It's so nice. Like I was just playing around with EverRevoke now. Obviously, I knew the name for weeks, but I didn't tell anybody. But yeah, guys. Like, can I tell you? Like, I got to play around with it a little bit, and I found a lot of stuff that definitely shouldn't be there. But I'm really excited because like a lot of like the other Revoke apps that are like on the market, like I've always been like suspicious about connecting to them, you know. But like it's really nice to have like a DApp out there that has like, you know, people's faces behind it and like a actual community. So it's super exciting. Congrats.
Yeah, mega
Thanks,
shout out, by the way,
Wasso.
and thank you. Obviously, like it's always kind of weird when people say congratulations to me as just someone who waved his arms around and shouts. Like I didn't do shit, but congratulations to Suresh and Ben and the rest of the team. And obviously, thanks to you, Wasso. I mean, you've been killing it from day one, and even though you're a little bit farther away, you're still with us every day. So miss you.
For sure.
And we gotta, and to be honest, we've got to also say TJ, man, like he's been pushing for this. Like he's been wanting this for months. So TJ, man, you got it out there, dude. We got it. We've released something really important, and I think you were the one that kind of wanted to make it first, and it's great that we've got the team that can do that. So well done to you, man.
I'm super happy it's available to the general public to keep people safe. That's the only thing I care about. I just want people to feel safe. You know, it's I have the type of personality where I literally can't kill a fly without thinking, did this fly have children? You know, does this fly have a family? So I see these constant hacks where these POSs are coming around stealing funds. There are new scams every day, scams we don't even know about yet. That's the thing too. There are going to be new scams tomorrow and next week and next month because this space is so new and people are still learning. That is why it is so important to take the necessary steps now to protect yourself. If we can do something to keep just one person safe, I will go to bed with a smile on my face, let alone thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, and hopefully millions one day. So we really want EverRevoke to become a household name, whether you hold EverRise or not. To me, it's about keeping your assets safe. It's not to me, it's to the whole team. It's about keeping your assets safe. That's why we are not charging a cent to use this. We are not profiting from EverRevoke. We have spent months developing it. Those are man hours, and that we are not trying to recoup money on because it is just so important that this tool is available, like Wasso said, with faces behind it, with a legit company to back it up. Because there are a couple other similar applications, but I'm terrified to connect my wallet to them. Sometimes I won't even do it, and I'll risk getting hacked because the websites look sketchy. Half the time the websites are down, they don't work. So, we took something that was kind of out there, improved upon it, and it's available to all. And I just hope everyone in this space uses it and that we continue to talk about it. Talk about it every day. When you're having a conversation about safety and security, bring up EverRevoke, bring up token and NFT approvals, because it's something that if you are compromised, everything is gone in a flash and there is nothing that you can do to stop it. So protect yourself now. Everyone who is in this Twitter space should be on everrise.com/revoke, revoking any signatures right now for tokens and NFTs that you are not currently trading or selling. Period.
100%.
I got a couple other things. This one's for Maverick. How are you gonna come up here and not say my name all cool like everybody else?
Ooh,
Wasso. Hey, buddy. All right, here we go. When Wasso!
Let's go.
Maverick,
And then,
How are you, man?
what about a
I'm
shout out
glad
for
you're part of this today. I'm glad you're here.
Mav?
Always, man. Always here. And then my last thought, a little bit off topic, but this one's for EverRise King. I think you're listening. Or did he jump off? Oh, he jumped off. But I'm gonna say it either way. My man EverRise King has been an absolute inspiration. That guy is so positive and so strong through the struggles he's going through. Like, can I tell you guys? There's only been 2 people I've ever set notifications up for on Twitter. The first one was Binance Smart Chain after we did the most valuable builder because I wanted to know the results. The second one was for EverRise King just seeing the struggle he's been going through and the positivity, I just really wanted to follow his story. But I definitely, I'm going to send him a DM, but I really wanted him to know, like, he's been an absolute inspiration, and thank you very much for being part of our community, man.
So well said, Wass. I couldn't agree more. King is, aka Guy, is one of the strongest people that I've ever met. He's been around from the beginning. And he's going through some stuff in his personal life, health-wise. He makes that pretty public. And he still finds the time and the energy to spread positivity in this space. And that is not something that you see every day. I think that's got to be in the 1 percentile of the population that would do something like that. So King, I echo Wassa with what he just said. The entire community is thinking about you. We're praying for you. Stay strong, man. I see you're doing better today. I saw your tweet this morning, which is great. But we are always here for you. We are a family, and we always will be. So keep kicking ass, my man.
We love you, King. You are a legend. That is a fact.
That is a fact. Right out of Maverick's mouth. Let me see here. Any other requests? Please feel free to raise your hand. I don't see anything at the moment. We are still waiting on one guest. We'll send him.
We had Jeremiah on YouTube trying to come up and speak on Twitter on Spaces.
I don't see. Jen, do you see any requests? I don't see anything.
So I don't know if Spaces is acting up because he's saying that he's tried requesting a few times, but he's having issues with Twitter. So don't know. It's a possibility. I know we've had people come up. So just if that happens to you, if you aren't able to request come up, leave, and then come back again. That sometimes resolves it.
Yeah. Do you need me to step down? Maybe there's too many people up as speakers.
You're good. You're good.
I think that's fine. I think it's just sometimes you just need to kind of rejoin if that happens.
So I've been. Go ahead.
Sorry, you. Go ahead.
I was going to say I've been playing around with this Revoke, and it's crazy looking at all the sketchy 2020 projects that are still have access.
Wow.
I was just
Um,
wondering if I'm not seeing it or if it's going to be a future thing for it. Is there going to be like a select all unrevoke? Because I have a ton of things I was degened into.
On the limited knowledge I have over like dev stuff, which I don't have any actually. In the limited knowledge I know about the blockchain, I think you can't do that because that would mean that we would have to have full access to your wallet, right? We would have to make a platform that basically had all the approvals on your wallet to all your tokens and have full access on your behalf, and that isn't decentralized in any way, shape, or form. EverRevoke is decentralized, and it means that you yourself revokes each token. Unfortunately, we can't. It was the same thing that when people were asking about if we could do like a way of claiming all the rewards from all of the contracts stakes that we used to have in V2. We couldn't do that because we couldn't automate something that would essentially generate approvals for multiple smart contracts. That goes against what we believe in terms of DeFi. So yeah, keep DeFi. Unfortunately, what that means is you're gonna have to do each one individually, but that in every essence is the best and most secure way.
Thanks, Jason. That was kind of what I was thinking to some degree, but wanted clarification. But I appreciate it. I'm perfectly fine with that answer there.
Yeah, and of course, when you connect your wallet to the if you look at the tutorial I made, when you connect your wallet to our D app, you're essentially just giving permission for the platform to read what tokens are in your wallet, essentially, and then when you then go to revoke them, it's you yourself that does that through your wallet. You take control of that transaction. You revoke that transaction yourself, not any other entity. Which is again, that's why it's a decentralized app, a D app, and not a centralized platform that does it for you. But great question. I think it's really important that we kind of underline that.
Yeah, great question. Monty, how you doing, man?
Hey, man, I'm doing well. Congratulations, team. You guys all did. I mean, you guys knock it out of the park every single time. Every day you guys are grinding. I know Peter tried to take my shine away from, picking the right name. But, we say speculate wildly. So I speculated wildly and broadly. And, I came up with the right right name. So with that, I want to thank my family. I want to thank my manager. There's a lot of hard work that went into that. I know he's trying to, take my shine away, but that's all
Monty.
right.
Monty, I love you. I just needed to give that shout out to Discord. I love Discord. It's where I grew up. So yeah, no, it was an astonishing thing for us to see on Twitter. I want to start calling you Nostradamus over here.
You know what's funny was I saw it on Reddit last night too. So, there was a lot of people that were kind of thinking the same way. I did get a chance to use it too. And man, that tool works great. The best part about it is across 5 different blockchains, man. I mean, how cool is that? Like, that's the part that I'm just thrilled with it. I tried to use a tool the other day to revoke, and I kept running into issues with it. So the fact that I was able to hop on as soon as you guys released it and do what I needed to do to revoke permissions is freaking crazy. I'm proud of you guys, man. Scott said something earlier that projects needs to go away, and he is 100% correct in that, because simply put, they are a value drain on this industry. And here is EverRise adding value, something that people can use every single day to keep themselves safe. So bravo to you guys, man. Keep it up.
Thanks, Monty. I really appreciate that. And yeah, one thing you hear a lot in the crypto space is that crypto is never going away. It's going to be here to last, and I think most of us agree with that. But there are other people who think that Bitcoin solved it all, and that it's a means of decentralized exchange across borders, and that there's no need for anybody else to go and build things on it. So we obviously believe otherwise. We believe that there is so much room for people to utilize blockchain and smart contracts in order to just actualize their own vision in a way that's far more accessible than registering a company and forming a startup. The accessibility of Twitter and the internet and social media has brought us all together in a very meaningful way, and this community is very, very strong. But it remains an early space, and it remains in a significant amount of peril if we can't get certain things right. So EverRise, I think, is pioneering this kind of self-regulatory idea in DeFi, which is going to be critical as, Senator Lummis published her bill today. Regulation from the external sources is coming, but as the legislative process plays out, if the space can point to solutions that have already been incorporated by trusted DeFi protocols, we'll be in such a better place to make sure that these communities we've built and developed and lived and learned in together don't go away simply because of the bad actors. That would be a tragedy. It's still an open question, but I'm proud to be working to solve that question in the affirmative.
Very well said, Peter. Let's move over to Jeremiah. Jeremiah, what's going on, man? Long time no talk.
Hey, TJ, how you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing really good. What's up, EverRise Team? Y'all are still my favorite project in all of DeFi, so I am always constantly bragging about you guys in every community I'm going into. And I had just tuned in to the mod chat today and spoke with people, and I was received with a very warm welcome. And I'm like, okay, good. They still like me here. I'm still part of the family.
Always.
And I'm like, okay. I'm like, wait a second. What did you guys do?
Do you remember? I don't know if you know this, Jen, TJ. As we're never gonna forget anyone. Like we remember the characters in the community from the day one. Do you remember TJ, Eric?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Who doesn't remember Eric?
Did you know that he came back in a couple of days ago?
Yeah, in the
No, really?
He came back in a couple of days
Nice.
ago, and everyone was going, Eric. For those of you who don't know, just to give a bit of context here, Eric was pretty much in the voice chat for about 18 hours a day, back in the days where EverRise Telegram voice chat was on 24/7. Eric was in there, I would say, best part of a whole, on a daily basis, kind of being so enthusiastic about the project. And to see him come back and say hello in the chat, was just awesome, because we remember a lot of we remember as many people as we can, but certainly the characters in the space. And I know a lot of people have come and gone, but we've seen a lot lately coming back, and I kind of attribute that to the fact that we're in this market now, and people are interested in in solid, safe, secure projects, as opposed to maybe the more riskier launches that we've seen in the past. So it's but yeah, we'll never forget you, man. Never. Don't be silly.
I'll never forget you guys either. Thanks for saying that, Jason. Thank you. Unfortunately, I do have a question that I am definitely sure you all answered, but if you don't mind, could you give me a 30-second quick recap, because I'm going to watch this AMA back anyway. But just what is EverRevoke? What did you guys do now? I know y'all did something else innovative.
TJ, you want to take this?
I am so sorry. I missed the question because I'm trying to work and listen at the same time. Jeremiah, you want to ask one more time? I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. So what is EverRevoke in 30 seconds or less? Just a quick recap.
Very good question. So it's a revoking tool that allows you to revoke approvals on tokens and NFTs. It also references CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap listings in the Block Explorer. It is on BNB Chain, Ethereum, Polygon, Avalanche, and Phantom. But it is essentially a tool to make sure that there are no unlimited spends in your wallet, that contracts don't have access to your wallet. So, for example, if you were to list an NFT on OpenSea or trade a token on PancakeSwap or Uniswap, you typically grant unlimited approvals to that platform. So it's extremely important to use EverRevoke to remove those approvals so that, God forbid, there is a compromised smart contract somewhere, you do not have your assets stolen from you. There's plenty of reasons to use it. I'm trying to sum it up. I think that's the best way to do it. Pretty much keep your approvals to zero unless you're trading. And a lot of people, as we've heard in this space, have approvals from 2 years ago that they didn't even remember existed. And the thing is, there could be malicious smart contracts out there that actually do have access to your wallet, or a smart contract that gets hacked or exploited. And if you have approvals on, it could be detrimental. So it is a tool built to keep you safe. We are not charging anything to use it. It is free to use. You just have to pay the gas on the chain.
Yeah. The question I want to ask you and everyone else here, like just to think about right now, like some of you guys use hardware wallets, some of you guys, very careful about how you conduct your transactions, but are you happy with having numerous tokens having full, unlimited access of your wallet, like in your wallet? If the answer to that is no, which it should be, by the way, you should be using a tool like EverRevoke and just revoking all of the tokens that you've got there, because at the end of the day, there isn't a reason to have those approvals there. If you're holding onto a token, or if you're holding onto an NFT and you're not looking to do high frequency trading, there is absolutely no reason for that approval to exist, especially not an unlimited one, which could completely wipe out your complete wallet. So best to be safe than sorry, and go through and revoke all of the tokens that you have there, to know that you're not going to potentially fall victim to an exploit.
And what I will just add to that, Jason, if you guys actually go to everrise.com/blog, this is where our blog exists and where we post a lot of our educational content, our announcements, any platform updates that we do. But we actually have 2 blog posts that we put out recently. One digs into dusting attacks, and then the other one is actually examining the exploits for OpenSea and Badger DAO. These are some really good examples of why a tool like EverRevoke is necessary and why it should be a part of your daily DeFi habit. So if you haven't checked those out, I would check them out. It might give you some deeper context into understanding why revoking is so important.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And shout out to Pennywise as well in the YouTube, another one that's from the old school V1 EverRise holders.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get on that. Yeah, I got all of that, and the thing is that I know I'm at risk because I don't think I've revoked anything, so this is not good. I need to go over to EverRise. I need to go revoke everything right now. So yeah, thank you guys. I always appreciate the hard work, your work ethic, the innovation you guys keep coming out with, and like I said, I'm always bragging for being from this community. You guys have always set the standard. And hopefully we get even more projects coming on that I can proudly say that I connected them with EverRise. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
And
Love that.
thank you, Jeremiah. Thank you so much. And speaking of other projects, this is definitely a DApp that is relevant to every project in the DeFi space. You might walk into a Telegram or a Discord and try to talk about your favorite projects, and it's seen as shilling or something that's just not permitted. But if someone's got a problem with their token approvals, then there is a solution that we can discuss, and we don't have to talk about the token. We're not going to go in there and chant "Buy EverRise," but we are going to say, "Be safe." And it's a great way to keep that conversation going.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then the one thing I'll add to that, Peter, like just kind of building off of that point is, if you are a project lead and you're in our spaces and you're interested in what we're doing with EverRevoke or some of our other DApps, just reach out. We're here. We love collaboration in this space. We believe that DeFi succeeds when we all come together, which is why we're super excited to have partners like Humanoids, Supducks, and Sammy's projects, NFT projects, as our preferred partners for the EverRevoke platform. And obviously, we're looking to grow that. So if you're a project dev and you're in here and you got NFTs or you got tokens, just shoot us a DM on the main EverRise account.
Absolutely. We are going to wrap this up shortly, but I did bring up James. James, how's it going?
Hey, pretty good. Could I just ask a question on the new, so for the transaction approval, does it cost gas at all? I was curious because I think BNB was like 4 cents or something like that on the BNB.
It just, the only fees that you have to pay is the gas fee to send the revoking transaction, and that's it.
Okay, because I was looking at ETH, and I do have some on there. Not a lot, but it's going to cost like $5 each transaction. So
yeah, that's what I was actually just looking at the ETH prices too. But thank goodness it's not like $30. Gas fees are insane.
That's why I stay off ETH pretty much. Okay, awesome. Thanks, guys. It's awesome. I've already cleared out my whole BNB section. So awesome. Thank you.
Nice.
Amazing.
Yeah, we mentioned that this could be a daily ritual for certain people. I mean, if you're not like an activist trader, I mean, this is a solution for those of us, myself included, who got into the space last year and smashed around a bit like a drunken elephant, and then now I'm left with just a series of approvals that I don't recognize. So for me, I'm not out here trading all the time. I'm not really, approving signatures all that often. So maybe one revoke per month will do the trick. For others who are out here, day trading or flipping NFTs, it's a different model. But if nothing else, you can just log in and see what you've got going on and whether you want to keep them or not. And there's no gas just to check what your outstanding approvals even are. And so the platform allowed you to go through and see exactly where your signature is still extant, and it'll give you the option to revoke it.
Yeah,
so
especially if there's a red flag over a certain project, right? So say something, a major exploit, or a malicious developer comes out, and you're a part of that project, and unbeknown to you, you people are panicking in the Telegram, and you've still got approvals on that token, and you want to kind of just, again, you've got that option to go in, remove that approval straight away, and take that vulnerability out of your wallet. And again,
hey guys, I'm gonna
model, like Peter said, when it comes to the frequency of their trading. Sorry, was that you?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna step down. A big congratulations to the whole team. You guys managed to release another DApp before the first anniversary, which is so cool. EverRise exceeding expectations every time.
Thanks, Mav. We hope you feel better.
There's more where this came
from. Thank you so much. We all rise with EverRise, and do not forget, we put the D in DeFi. Let's go!
Let's go, Mav. Feel better, buddy.
Hey guys,
take care.
Thank you again for coming on with us today.
Who gets the credit, or what was the inspiration for the new logo that made me think about my high school locker decades ago?
Jason, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this was a collab between Jason led the design and then collaborated with Storm and I, and then obviously the rest of the team gave their thoughts. But
what inspired you?
I remember I was looking at a cancel logo because it was like, you know, like the circle, and then there's usually a dash in the middle.
Yeah.
So I remember I sent that to Jason. I was like, I think we can.
You know, we take a step back, we look at the speculation. A lot of it was rewind, and I think seeing rewind scared me. I thought people were going to guess it because as I was reading this, because he is in that dark period. But I said, good job on the logo, my man.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I was being asked a question, and all of a sudden I just got Spaces just, you know, rugged me and pulled me out. So myself and YouTube were in a moment of silence. So I apologize for that, guys.
It wouldn't be a Twitter Space without a rug.
Yeah, I do remember that conversation. I do remember Jen and Storm. We were in a conversation about the logo, and you know, the idea behind it was essentially wanted to kind of like Jen with the like the no entry sign, like to kind of say, you know, stop and go back, and I wanted to kind of incorporate some sort of a rewind feature, like the days of the old like tape player, like the two arrows. And then I was thinking, well, but we also want it to start kind of go with our, you know, our brand and the existing DApps that we have. So having the recognized logo there, kind of pointing backwards with the arrows, kind of signifying rewinding, going back, you know, essentially taking your wallet back to the time before you gave that approval.
It makes perfect sense. It's brilliant. Simple and brilliant. I love it. On that note, guys, we are going to wrap it up. Sammy and the Humanoids, I want to thank you guys again for joining, for recommending EverRevoke, for preaching the importance of EverRevoke. Keep talking about this, guys. This is not something that you do one time and then forget about it. This is something that you should be checking weekly at the worst. I check it daily. I have been checking it daily for a while.
Unless of course you're not making any transactions, right, TJ?
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
You know.
Yeah, the only time that there is going to be an approval on your wallet is if you grant it yourself, if you sign a transaction granting approval. If you do that, always keep EverRevoke in the back of your mind. This goes for anything, tokens, NFTs, anything on the blockchain that requires a signature can be revoked, and I definitely recommend it. EverRise team, thank you for being with me today. Waso, always a pleasure to hear your voice, my friend, and everyone who popped up and asked questions or just complimented us or said something nice. We appreciate you. I know there are tons of risers in the community who are going to be up here tomorrow during our daily spaces talking about EverRevoke, and I look forward to that. I'm going to pass it off to the fellas and then Jen for any closing remarks.
You wrapped it up, TJ. This is, in my view, a landmark moment for EverRise and arguably for DeFi itself. The more we have solutions like this to keep people safe, the more we look like the serious entity we are. And I can't wait to see what we achieve over the coming years. Thanks, guys, for having us, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Well said. Jason?
EverRise is building utilities and tools for projects and, most importantly, everyday people in this space to keep themselves safe. We're not going to stop. Remember that. And we're going to forge the name EverRise and be the leading security DeFi platform out there. So, yeah, enjoy being on the journey with us, because I know I am going to be excited to see what's coming up next.
Well said. Waso, got anything for us?
No, just hope everyone has a really good day. Looking forward to Ever launch, and yeah, I'll see you guys.
Love you, man. Sammy?
Always a pleasure being on stage with you guys. Thank you guys for making me feel so welcome. Seriously, this was a really great space, especially for being an artist that has done so much in Web 2 with, constantly onboarding, new people from Web 2 to Web 3. And as a musician, cybersecurity is going to be the first thing I teach my fans and my family and friends before they even enter the space, to make sure that they're protected, so that they don't come into the space with a bad first impression. So very blessed to be part of the fam and excited to implement it during my next drop.
I love it, Sammy. Thank you so much. Humanoids.
Hey guys, yeah, no, just wanted to say I think what you guys are doing is fantastic, not only for your project, for the space as a whole, right? Like I mentioned before, you guys are raising the bar, and this is something that every project should be using. So shout out to you guys for making something valuable. And just wanted to say the humanoid support in, we will be letting anyone know about EverRise should it come up in security purposes. But recommend everyone check out the humanoids. We're doing some pretty cool stuff. But again, Lord TJ and the EverRise team, you guys are doing some pretty great things, and look forward to supporting you along the way.
I love your artwork, man. I love the artwork of the humanoids, and keep rocking it, guys. Everyone, thank you for being here. Really means a lot that we got your support. Sammy too. Thank you.
Absolutely, well said. And Jen, take us home.
All right. Well, first and foremost, everyone who tuned in for the launch event on YouTube and Twitter, thank you so much for joining us. Every single person that's in this spaces today, thank you for joining us. To Sammy, to Humanoids, thank you for taking time out of your crazy days to join us and being here for the launch day event. I do want to do, again, a huge shout out to not only the EverRise staff that you guys see on camera and that you guys are hearing in this spaces, but to the entire team that is working behind the scenes to update the website, put out blog posts, put out the content, get the redirects working, to our incredible dev team who, quite frankly, has made this D app so robust, so beautiful. They put so much thought and time into what information do we need to display so people can make informed decisions about what they need to revoke and what not. So huge shout out to the dev team. Just a reminder, daily spaces every single day at 2 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so you guys will have the opportunity to go live with Jason on YouTube as well as Twitter. So be sure to check that out. And don't forget, our 1-year anniversary is coming up pretty rapidly. So start marking your calendars. We'll have some fun things up our sleeve for you guys when that time comes. And on that note, everyone have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Well said, Jen. Take care, guys.